Welcome to the St. Bernard Library. This is the first floor and what you will see if you enter from the Saints Connector. The big bay window is all the way to the left. That's the front of the library. The first shelving unit holds the DVD collection. On the next three shelving units are the reference books, then the nonfiction circulating books. Circulating books are ones that can be borrowed for several weeks at a time. That collection begins with the call number 001 and up to 699. The rest of the nonfiction, 700 to 999, and biographies are upstairs. After the 699s is the fiction collection. Those books are shelved by the author's last name. It begins with last names beginning with A on this side, and then continues on the other side of the door to Z. This is a view of the upstairs. Here is the 700 to 999 section. The biographies are shelved separately, even though they have a call number of 920 or 921. A call number for biographies will look something like this: Bio 921 CIS, for a biography about Sandra Cisneros. Also upstairs are short story collections. These are works of fiction, but we shelve them separately so they are easier to find. You may be familiar with call numbers, but here is a brief explanation. School and public libraries shelve nonfiction using the Dewey Decimal Classification System. Subjects are classified by numbers. The classification numbers, also known as call numbers, are applied to the books. The books are shelved in order by classification number. An example of the subjects and their classification numbers is here. Books in the applied sciences, like technology, medicine, personal health, and safety, are classified with numbers in the 600s. Broken down even further, 616 is the classification number for diseases. The reference books are shelved the same way, but are shelved in a separate collection on the shelves. This is an example of a call number you will see in a college library. It's a Library of Congress classification number. College and university libraries serve a different function than a public or school library. Their collections are large. According to the American Library Association, Harvard's library has over 34 million volumes. The University of Michigan, more than 11 million. Their books can be esoteric and narrow in focus, and the Library of Congress system lends itself well to large scholarly collections. This image shows how books with similar call numbers would be on the shelf in a college library. This is a side-by-side comparison. If you can find books in our library, you'll be able to find books in your college library. They are different systems, but they work similarly. Here's a view of our reference section. Reference books are typically encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, and other books that you might refer to for information. An example is an article from an encyclopedia or a definition from a dictionary. You don't read a dictionary cover to cover. You refer to it when you want a definition, pronunciation, or the spelling of a word. A circulating nonfiction book is one that circulates, meaning it can be borrowed, and it's intended to be read cover to cover, from beginning to end. It's often a chapter book. Fiction is shelved by the author's last name. Here's a picture of one of the fiction shelves. This shelf begins with books by an author with the last name Roth, followed by a book by Rowell, and then come the Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling. Here's a close-up of some of the book spines. You can also see that on the next shelf are the Harry Potter books in Spanish. They have the same call number, but SPA further identifies the book's language. We don't have a separate foreign language collection, so we interfile these books in the regular fiction.